there's a corner. Comes Cabinet's corner fortune. West knocks it down, and it's into the back of the net. It's Scott Young. It's Andy Campbell. It's in. Campbell comes off the bench to be a hero.
Whittingham now, can he get the shot in? He can! What a goal from Peter Whittingham! A typical Whittingham goal!
And it's a goal from Joe Ledley!
On the right, low cross coming in, cleared away, goal! But it's a goal! Cardiff City!
Is much. It's a good effort. Oh, what a goal!
What's going on, everyone? This is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to career mode for FIFA 16. Today we're going to be playing as Cardiff City, my local club, and hopefully we can take them to the Premier League. So we're going to be playing on world-class difficulty. Half length is going to be 5 minutes each. Financial strictness, I think, will be moderate. We will have pound signs on. Download later squads and disable first summer transfer window off. So we'll advance the time now and crack on with this career mode. Okay, so to begin with, we've been invited to a pre-season tournament, and I think it's a good opportunity for us as a club to take part in the tournament, make a statement, and hopefully make a little bit of cash as well. So I'm going to be accepting the invite for the pre-season. And we have a choice here, so European International Cup, European Continental Shield, or the Champions Trophy. Each have a little bit of different money each way. Look at some of the teams in there. I think we have, well, one of them is in Switzerland, one's in Belgium, one's in Italy. They're all 3.5-star tournaments. I don't think it really matters, so I'm just going to go with the first one, the European International Cup. First things first, it's important that we look at the squad and look at what's available. So at the moment we have a 4-4-2 formation. I probably will start with that formation at the start of its career mode and hopefully see if we can change a few things around. So we have Moore in goals right here, but Marshall's a much better goalkeeper. He's 75 rated. He's going to be straight into the first team as our first choice. As far as right backs go, Fabio is the main choice right back with a 74 rating overall. We'll keep him as the first choice right back. Malone is 70 rated left back. Not bad. And Declan John, a young up-and-coming left back who will probably get some game time this season, is a 68 rated overall for the international left back. So there are two full backs. Our main centre backs, then we have Ikule Manga, who's 78 rated, and we have Turner, who's a 70 rated centre back. So there are two best centre backs at the club. Not the best of pace, you know, we may need to get a faster centre back later in the season or maybe in this transfer window, but to begin with, probably two decent centre backs at this level for us to go with. Next up we have the wingers. So on the left wing we have Craig Noon, 72 rated winger overall. Fantastic for this level of football, we'll definitely stick with him. And on the right hand side we have Pilkington, a former Norwich City winger. He's also playing the camera role behind the front two, so he's quite diverse. And we'll keep him as our main choice right winger as well. Now centre midfield is probably the area where we'll be looking to bring in a strong engine, a strong powerhouse in midfield. At the moment we have Peter Whittingham, 72 rated. Dangerous with the dead balls, free kicks and corners and penalties. He'll be great. He's going to be our first choice, although he is starting to get on a little bit now. But finding a partner for him is going to be important. At the moment, we have the former Crystal Palace player, the Kajri, who is 68 rated centre midfielder. And if you have a look at the other options that we have at the club, we have Aaron Gunnarsson, the Iceland captain, with 68 rated centre midfielder. We have O'Keefe, who probably won't be using that much, probably send him on loan or transfer him straight away. And we have a youngster in Joe Rawls who can play left side and also centre midfield. Probably our weakest area is centre midfield, and I will be looking to bring in a centre midfielder at the start of the season. And then up top we have Kenwyn Jones, who is a 73 rated striker. We also have Saidi, who's 73 rated as well, a new transfer at the end of the current transfer window in real life. We have Federico Makeda, the former Manchester United striker, with a 70 rated overall. We have Alex Ravel, the former Leyton Orient striker, with a rating of 63 overall. We have Joe Mason with 66, and we have on loan we have Amiobi from Newcastle with a 69 rated. So we have quite a few options up front as well. May have to transfer one or two of them, but overall pretty pleased with our team. Mainly 70 odd rated overall with a couple of 60s. Very good at this level in the Championship. One of the higher rated teams in the Championship, and hopefully we can push for a top 6. That's going to be the aim for this series. Try and get in the top 6, at least a playoff place. That's what we're going to be aiming for. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to be looking at the goalkeepers here. So we have Lewis, Marshall, Moore and Wilson. 4 goalkeepers. Probably too many. We have one of them, Joe Lewis, that's been loaned out for a year. We've got to keep David Marshall. He is the Scotland international first choice goalkeeper. 75 rated overall, 30 years of age. He's in his prime. He has got to stay at the club. And then we have a choice of 2. We have Wilson and Moore. Wilson is a 55 rated overall goalkeeper, and Moore is a backup goalkeeper with 64. I think what we'll do, we'll loan out Wilson for the season. He's 22 years of age, could probably do some first team football, so I will add him to the loan list for a 2-year deal. Okay, so next up we're going to look at the centre backs. So what we have here, we have Semi Ajayi, the man recently brought in from Arsenal. He's actually been loaned out for the season. He's 21 years of age and a 56 overall rating, so he's gone for the season. And we have Oshilaja, who has been loaned out again on a short-term loan. He is 22 years of age, 62 rated overall, so we don't have to worry about him for the season. But then we look at the players that are remaining at the club. We have Ben Turner, 31, 68 overall rating. 26 and 70 overall rating. We'll keep him. Tamas is the other one we've got right here, 31 years of age, 68 overall rating. I think I may actually transfer him for a little bit of money, so I'm going to do that straight away. I'm going to put him... Well, actually, he's recently joined the club, so I can't actually transfer him, which is a bit of an irritation, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. We'll keep him in that case as a backup. Looking at the other remaining players, Manga's got to stay. 78 rated overall. He's the best player in the Championship, along with Scott Parker for an overall rating, so he's definitely staying. And then we've got 2 players left. We have James and we have Morrison. James here, Thomas James, young Welsh centre-back. I think probably could benefit from a season on loan. So what we'll do is add him to the loan list. And the next player is Morrison. We'll definitely keep Sean Morrison, the former Coventry City centre-back. So he will be staying. Next up, we look at the left-backs. So Fabio, like I said earlier, and Malone and John, they're the main players. Tutonda has been loaned out, 19-year-old left-back. So I think what we'll do is probably... transfer Malone. He's 24, the same age as Fabio, but he's 4 less than Fabio's overall rating. And Declan John's someone that we can develop into a very good left back. So Malone is actually going to be transferred out this season, Scott Malone. But I think we can get £1 million or thereabouts for him. So a decent one to transfer. Then right back, probably a problem area for the club. We haven't got a very decent right back. That's something we're going to have to look for in the transfer window as well. Barnum Bob, overall rating 57, 19 years of age. He can be loaned out, I think. He can be loaned out for a short loan. And then we're looking at Connolly and Peltier. Connolly's a good utility player, can play right back, can play centre back. I like him in the squad. He could be good cover. And Peltier then, probably our main right back, Lee Peltier, 69 rated overall. We'll have to keep him because obviously I can't bring in somebody until... I can't sell him unless I bring in somebody, so I'm going to have to probably keep him. Look at the midfielders next off though. We have Semi Ademi, who's loaned out for a season, along with Philip Kiss, who's also loaned out. We have Dekajvi, we have Gunnison, and this is probably our weakest area. Peter Whittingham is our best centre midfielder with 72 overall. Although he is starting to get on a bit, he is 30 years of age, and I will have to think about bringing other players in. Now Wharton, Theo Wharton here, is going to be loaned out. He's 20 years of age and only 55. That's not good enough at this level. And I think O'Sullivan can be listed on for a year as well. He's 20 years of age. O'Keefe, 66 rated player, centre midfielder. I think Stuart O'Keefe could probably be transfer listed, to be honest with you. Don't really see him having a future at the club, and the rest can stay the same. Look at our left midfielders now. Rawls, Noon, they're going to be our main players. I think Rawls can develop into a decent left-sided midfielder at this level. 65 rated overall. Craig Noon's the main player, 72 rated. And then Sami Amiobi with a 69 rated overall on loan from Newcastle. He's going to be a big player as well. We have Kadeem Harris, who's been loaned out to Barnsley for the season. Hopefully he can develop into a decent left-sided player. Then on the right-hand side, we have Pilkington and Kennedy. Can't do too much here, only 2 players to pick from. Pilkington's going to be the main choice right-sided player, but we can always bring Noon and Whittingham over to the right if need be. Then we're going to look at the strikers. We actually have loads of strikers on the books at the club. As you can see, Saidi, who's a £2.8 million player, recently brought in, can't sell him, want to keep him anyway, looks pretty decent, got some decent stats. His jump in's actually 90, so he's going to be good in the air. A good target man to rival Kenwyn Jones if possible. I think Alex Ravel can go, 63 rated overall, 31 years of age, probably past his prime now. He'll start to decline, so we're going to add him to the transfer list. Joe Mason's going to stay. He's going to be a good utility striker, someone who could be rotated amongst the squad. Federico Makeda, exactly the same thing, along with Jones. Then we have Doyle and Healy, who have both been loaned out. Doyle has been loaned to Preston North End, and Reece Healy's been loaned to Dundee. So both of them are out as well as Adam Lafondra, who we could recall and then sell for a bit of cash if we want to, but he's currently on at Wolves. So I'm pretty happy with how things have gone. So now it's time to kick off the season. Okay guys, so we have the pre-season friendly shirt and we're in the European International Cup. As you can see, we have Freiburg in the first game. I'm just going to simulate this first game just to see how we get off with the team that I've selected. So I've gone where I consider to be my first choice team. Oh, and Jones has got to go straight away. I'm just going to skip this. We've actually won 1-0, no injuries. Turner picked up a yellow card and Ravel picked up a yellow card. We're pretty happy with that. Won our first game of the series. Okay guys, so we won our first game and now we have a second game here. So we're going to simulate this game as well. So it's Frosinone, I think it's pronounced Frosinone Calcio. They're an Italian team. I believe they're a second division team in Italy. So we're just going to skip the game. We've won 2-0, Pilkington and Whittingham with goals. And we've made a few changes. We've got Tom James playing at centre back. We had Declan John in this time. We had Amiobi and Makeda up front. So we changed things around slightly, but it worked and we've actually won the second pre-season game. So just going to quickly fly through these pre-season games, get things going until we get our first league game of the season. So what we're going to do, we're going to advance again now. And our transfer offer has been accepted. So basically, I need to find a right back. What I've done, I've made a bid for Chris Gunter. Chris Gunter is a former Cardiff City right back, but he's not a bad player at this level, and he'll be better than what I currently have in Lee Peltier. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to offer him, let's see, he wants a 3-year contract, and he wants 20 grand a week. That's quite a lot of money considering. I think I'll try and get him a bit cheaper if possible. We'll say 18,000 a week with a 5% clean sheet bonus. And I think he probably should be an important first team player, so I'll submit that offer, and hopefully we can get Chris Gunter into the squad. That'd be fantastic. And player conversations, Tom James just said thanks for the chance, I played him in the last game. So good stuff here. And Chelsea have actually accepted an offer from me for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Ruben Loftus-Cheek does have quite a lot of potential in this game. Very good centre midfielder, can develop into an absolute beast, I believe. So what we're going to try and do is buy him from Chelsea. If I can't buy him, then try and loan him instead. So what we're going to do, we're going to offer him 4 grand a year. We're going to try and make him I'm not going to specify what he's going to be. I'm going to give him a 5% bonus and just submit that offer and see what he comes back with. So that's what we're going to do now with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Okay, so we've got Real Zaragoza now in the European International Cup, the pre-season friendly. And again, I'm going to skip it. I'm going to go with the same team that I played in the second game. And we've won again, 2-1. Peltier actually scored and Pilkington scored. Hasegawa scored for Real Zaragoza, but it doesn't matter, we've won. So we should have qualified now for the knockout stages of this competition. We will actually start playing the knockout stages, the semi-final, and then hopefully the final if we do get there. So let's just check the office right now and see what things have actually come in. Straight away, Chris Gunter has actually declined. He wants a revised offer, so I'm going to actually go back in for him. I offered him 18,000 last time. I'll offer him 19,000, and if I make him an important first team player, let's see what happens this time with my renegotiating of this deal for him. Tournament prize money, so we've actually got an additional transfer budget of £864,000. That's going to be crucial at this level. We have an update from Belgium. They're actually scouting players in Belgium for me. Anthony van den Bore is the one that I've been looking at, another right back, just in case the Chris Gunter deal doesn't come through. But apparently they want about £3 million, so it's twice as much of what I could get Gunter for. And Gunter, I think, is slightly younger, about a year or two younger than him, so I'm leaning towards Gunter, considering he's a former Cardiff City player. But I am open to the possibility of signing Anthony van den Bore if I go in for him. So a couple of choices for me there. And we actually have a final report now for Gary Gardner. Gary Gardner is an Aston Villa player. And as you can see, some of his key stats: technical ability 71, shooting 73, passing 71. Not too bad. He's 23, so he will develop a little bit. He's a central defensive midfielder. His wage is not a problem, £4,000, and his value is just under £500,000, but it's a 65 rated overall player. I think we could get better. I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who, even though he's 63, his value is much better, and I think he's got better potential. As you can see, his athleticism is already above Gary Gardner. His rest of his stats aren't quite yet, but he will develop. He's only 19. He's got 4 years on Gary Gardner, and I think he can be an absolute beast at this level. So I'm going to go for Ruben Loftus-Cheek if possible. I've got other players on here. I've got players like Lee Evans. I'm looking at see what he's like. He's 20 years of age. Maybe go for a couple of good youngsters if possible. So there's just some players I'm looking at this stage. Okay, so it's good news, guys. Ruben Loftus-Cheek has accepted my contract. We're going to accept that now. As you can see, look, it doesn't take much out of my wage budget or my transfer budget. A fantastic deal for this club. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is now a Cardiff City player, and he will slot straight into my sentinel midfield. And there we go, he has arrived. So team management, if I look at him now, look at the squad, I mean, 63 rated. I mean, the next player up, the highest player apart from Peter Whittingham at 72 is 68 Dick Hajwi, and 68 Gunnarsson. So I could put him in now at 63, and over the course of the season he could be better than them. So I think he's going to be a fantastic addition to the squad, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and I think he's going to be a decent player in the long term. Okay guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to end this episode with a match. We have the semi-final of the pre-season friendly. We are playing on world-class difficulty, and we have Italian First Division team, Serie A team, Sassuolo, as a chance for us to give a first look at Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So I shall see you all on the football field. Okay guys, here we go. We're at the San Siro, Cardiff City versus Sassuolo, and hopefully we get a win in the semi-final and progress to the pre-season tournament final. Kennedy. Oh, what's this? Federico Makeda. Looks to the left-hand side, finds Amiyobi. He's going to look for Kelvin Jones at the back stick, and it's just gone over his head. Finds Makeda, finds Kelvin Jones, looks for a shot, and it's a penalty! A penalty to Cardiff City, and a chance to take the lead here in this semi-final. So look at that replay again. Jones goes for the shot, and the player takes his leg out, and Jones falls on the floor. And it's going to be a penalty, and who's going to take it? I believe it is Peter Whittingham. Peter Whittingham is going to take the penalty. I'm going to try and lash it hard and low. Hopefully he doesn't... Oh no! That was a terrible penalty. He's not taking penalties again after that. That was absolutely shocking. It stays 0-0. Decent spell of possession here. This is scaring me now. Good ball in, and it's been blocked. Oh, and Makeda is able to get to that ball first, but he's given it away. And a chance now for Biordini. Space out wide. Oh shit, he's into the box. It's off the line, and it's been cleared. Holy crap, that was very lucky indeed by us, and we just can't keep the ball at the moment. They are piling the pressure on, and it stays 0-0. And I'm going to tell my players to crowd the goalkeeper. We do have some height in here. Good ball in, looking for Kelvin Jones. Jones with the header. Oh, what a goal, Kelvin Jones. Scores for Cardiff. Runs to the corner flag where the flags are, and what a fantastic finish that was by the big man from Trinidad and Tobago. Look at that ball again. Peter Whittingham takes the corner, chips it over the defender, and he just taps it in really, unmarked in the box. It all went to crowd the goalkeeper apart from him, and a good finish off the half volley. Cardiff City take the lead. Oh, and Flores got some space. Flores and Simon Moore with the catch. Easy stuff, and Moore has dropped the ball. Simon Moore has dropped the ball. It's off the post. Ah! Oh, a terrible, terrible goal to concede. Fuck's sake. Look at this again. Simon Moore drops the ball. He should have scored there. Come off the crossbar, and he follows up with a header, and we're now drawing. Oh shit, he's in the box. Oh, what a save by Moore. Bloody hell. That was close. Thought he was going to give away a penalty then. Bloody hell. Okay, they have a chance off the corner here. Ball comes in. And then Simon Moore is going to be extra time though, unfortunately. Or will it be a penalty shootout straight away? I don't know. It's penalty straight away. Okay, so we have to pick our penalty takers here. We have Whittingham. Declan John's taking one. Oh my god, some of the statistics for these players are terrible. I think Craig Noon should probably take one instead of Tamas. Oh god. Joe Rawls. Okay, I'm just going to go with it. Just going to go with it. Let's advance and hope for the best now. Peter Whittingham to take the first penalty. He missed one in normal time, don't forget. What can he do this time? Whittingham! Oh, fuck. He missed two. I gotta try and save one now. Oh, fuck's sake. Cameron Jones to take one. Gonna chip it. Fuck's sake. Gonna lose this. Gonna try and put him off. It's not going well, guys. Oh, it's saved it. Went the right way, and we've missed 3 penalties. This is not good. I'm gonna try and put him off. Ah, oh, fuck's sake, I've lost. Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. I've lost. Yeah, so there we have it, guys. We've lost our semi-final. And yeah, life's a bitch. let's get out of that. Let's so just going to keep replaying the penalty, I think. I don't want to keep replaying, I just want to get off it. Let me get off. Okay, so there we have it. Let's advance. Let's advance. Final score, well, we lost on penalties, but it was a decent game. Very enjoyable. And we are back. So that ends the first episode of career mode for Cardiff City Football Club. Let me know in the comment section who you think I should buy in the transfer window. Like I said, we're after Chris Gunter at the moment at right back, and we've already signed Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Anyway guys, I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.